Dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times, but above all, obey my commands at all times. First command is right now. Touch them up. When the bell rings, come out in bars. Good luck.
Giving new life to the Filipino tradition of boxing on Sunday mornings, this is round one. One sports and one sports plus Carlo Pamintuan and Karen Elorde on the call. Dalawang boksingerong Pilipino tatayo sa loob ng ring to represent our country. The first of which is Mark Magnifico Magsayo. His second fight back after a long break from the sport of boxing. Now let's see how this now Freddie Roach trained fighter will show up against a veteran, also an opponent in Cruz. These are your featherweights at the Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut. An 8-rounder. Again, Magsayo last fought against Rigoberto Hermosillo after a 1-year layoff. Eked out the split decision in that one, 100-90, 96-94. And then one of the judges scoring it 96-94 for his opponent, Hermosillo. It was a surprisingly tough battle for Magsayo during his return, Garrett.
Yeah, so his last fight against Hermosillo, we saw how aggressive he was, pero medyo matibay talaga yung nakalaban niya. It ended up with a split decision.
Sabi ni Magsayo in multiple interviews that we've had with him is Freddie Roach is continuing to work on his game sa kanyang footwork, sa kanyang mga suntok, shorten the punches, make sure that he's not out of control. What do you want to see from him sa pag-uumpisa ng laban?
Well, dito sa start pa lang mapapansin natin na very patient si Magsayo. Talagang tinatansya na mabuti itong kalaban niya. And you can see his feet, very balanced siya at saka hindi siya flat-footed.
His opponent, Pablo Cruz, has a decent record of 21 wins, 3 talo. Kaso hindi gaanong mabigat yung suntok nito with only 6 knockouts in his 21 wins. So at least, in terms of power, you don't have to worry too much kung ikaw si Magsayo.
Yes, well, hindi pa rin pwede maging complacent. And as you can see, he's very tactical right now. He's very smart na nagbibigay siya enough space to attack and move back.
Pablo Cruz wearing a lighter blue shade. Abang dark blue naman ang suot nitong si Magsayo. Cruz last fought in January 30 of 2021, unanimous decision verdict against Jose Luis Caterol. Another issue with him is he has never fought more than an 8-rounder. Kaya itong si Magsayo bumaba rin to an 8-round after fighting a 10-rounder in his last fight. You can see Magsayo still trying to measure out the distance. Sinusukat pa talaga kung ano yung distansyang kailangan niya para mapatamaan itong kalaban niya. Good work so far coming from Magsayo. Nothing reckless. Very calculated yung first 3 minutes ng kanyang laban. Why is it important to establish your jab early in the fight?
Well, for Magsayo, knowing him as a fighter, mapapansin mo yung jab talaga niya, mas ginagamit niya na. And pag makita mo lang lumabas yung right hand niya, yun na alam mo nang he's gonna go for that kill. Pero itong pag ginagamit pa lang yung jab niya, he's still trying to measure up and see kung anong strength meron tong si Pablo Cruz.
Si Magsayo working in the corner there with Freddie Roach, assistant trainer Marvin Somodio, of course, of the Philippines. Also helping out sa pagsasanay nitong si Magsayo. He has been in the US, hindi na ito umuwi, no, since he last fought. Since last picking up that victory. So a lot of training, a lot of teaching coming from Freddie Roach should really help out Magsayo towards this next chapter of his career. It's a really good combination coming from Magsayo, no? Body, head, yung combination niya, binitawan niya doon. Cruz also trying to establish his jab here in the second round. Magsayo still not launching a lot of power punches, missing wildly with that hook. Upward to the body. Yun, tumama yung left hook.
Good hook to the chin.
Actually, it is some sort of an issue para dito right hand.
And I think that's scary for him right now na naramdaman niya yun, yung power ni Magsayo.
So far, Magsayo keeping it very clean. Ayaw magpatama halos. Dito kay Pablo Cruz, and this plays into what Freddie Roach wants to mold him as. Hit and not be hit. Be economical with your punches. Stay aggressive. Pero hindi ka mawawala dapat sa balanse. Yun yung laging tinuturo ni Coach Freddie Roach.
Yes, and mapapansin mo talagang siya yung aggressor for this fight.
But you can see that Pablo Cruz, palaban talaga, no? As Magsayo scores a knockdown here.
3, 4,
Referee John Calles
7.
reaches the 8th count. I think he's okay. Mas mas gulat siguro yung nagdala ng knockdown na yun. His feet weren't set.
Yes.
Pero nakatikim na nga rin siya nitong power ni Magsayo. Definitely a good knockdown.
Like what you said, yun nga yung weakness niya, yung chin niya, and dun siya natamaan ni Magsayo.
Let's see how Cruz tries to recover from that initial knockdown. So this is 10th round so far for Magsayo, which should be good for his confidence as well. He was not looking for the kill, pero malinis talaga yung napatama niya causing that knockdown.
He's still very patient right now. Ayaw niya masyado nga maging reckless kahit na napapaksak niya na to si Cruz.
Oh, nice uppercut. 2 uppercuts landing for Magsayo. Solid round for Magnifico Magsayo, showing us the punching power that has made him one of the top prospects, top young prospects in Philippine boxing. You can see the corner nitong si Pablo Cruz already working on him. Let's see that knockdown one more time. It was just a jab that floored itong si Magsayo, as this fight is brought to you by Big Boss Cement. Green is good. And that was your gorilla punch of the round. A jab scoring the knockdown for Magsayo. Garen, how do you recover mentally from being floored like that?
Well, he did a very good job recovering from that knockdown. Nakita mo naman he stood up. Hindi niya pinakita na knockdown siya. Talagang ayaw niyang pakita na saktan siya. And that mentally for your opponent is good. Ay, bad pala for Mark.
Oh, that hook once again landing flush. And this time, Pablo Cruz is really hurt from that strong punch coming from Magsayo. He will try to shake it off. And the referee really trying to judge if he is fit to continue. Pero napag-usapan natin, Garen, no, that left hook continuing to be a problem defensively for Pablo Cruz. And now Magsayo's going in for the kill. Referee John Calles looking on, deciding if he will allow Cruz to continue, as Magsayo is pouring in the punches right now.
Right?
And unfortunately for Cruz, Garen, naging maaga yung pagkatama niya dito sa 3rd round. And Magsayo has 2 more minutes to try and finish him off here in the 3rd. But as we also discussed earlier, hindi pinit yung magiging atake ni Magsayo. Even if he has Cruz hurt, he is not being reckless with his punches.
And if you can see Magsayo's eyes, talagang hindi siya gigit. He's just really going for that kill. Alam niya yung dapat niyang gawin.
Those are 3 left hooks landing consecutively for Magsayo. No defense whatsoever from Cruz. I mean, at this point, he'll have to stick that right hand near his chin para protektahan yan, because that has been a huge opening, a huge hole in his defense. Looks like Pablo Cruz has recovered nicely, bounced back nicely from being floored very early with a stiff left hook here in the 3rd round. Magsayo very patient, looking for his openings. Pero aggressor pa rin. Itong si Pablo Cruz still moving forward, still, chasing. Itong si Magsayo, even if he has already hit the canvas twice in this fight. Very active jab coming from Pablo Cruz, but those are meek replies to the onslaught that Magsayo had here in the third round. 23 more seconds. Let's see if Pablo Cruz will survive it. Another nice stiff jab landing right in the face of Cruz. Oh, nice combination. Those were the cleanest punches that Cruz have landed here in this entire matchup. But still, if you look at the scoring, those are back-to-back 10-8 rounds for Magnifico Magsayo. And you can see the blood already trickling down the cheek of Pablo Cruz here as we enter the fourth round. Those nice uppercuts landing for Magsayo. Combination punching capped by that impressive left hook. We've said earlier in the broadcast na yun yung buta sa depensa, and mukhang nabasa rin talaga ni Magsayo na yun yung kailangan niyang atakihin dito kay Cruz.
Pero nakakabilib din talaga to si Cruz. Tayo rin siya agad kahit after the knockdown.
The first one was more of the flash variety. You get floored with a jab, nagulat ka ng konti, wala yung balanse mo, nahulog ka, but that second one definitely hurt. Itong si Pablo Cruz, as we said earlier, only one knockout loss in his entire career. So you know na matibay din itong si Cruz. Let's see how Magsayo tries to build on that success that he had in the third. Kaya rin impressive din yung mga binibitawang uppercuts itong si Magsayo in this fight.
Yes, yun yung mapapansin natin naging parang additional na-train niya for double uppercuts, triple hooks, at lahat yun pasok at effective.
Kita mo na yung pisngi, yung tinatamaan ng left hook. Oh, another right this time, and itong si referee John Callas rescues Pablo Cruz from further beating. He has seen enough. Magnifico Magsayo with a walk-off knockout victory here in the fourth round. What a performance coming from Magsayo. We were talking about it earlier. His first fight back from a year off, you can see the ring rust. But now, you can see the old version of Magsayo in terms of aggression, in terms of power, but balanced out with whatever he has learned from Coach Freddie Roach so far.
And like you said, being under Freddie Roach, talagang pagaling lang to si Magsayo.
And that was your gorilla punch of the round, the knockout blow, the right straight mula kay Magnifico Magsayo. The first two knockdowns were scored with the left hand, pero yung pangtapos niyang laban, his vaunted right straight. And that is referee John Callas not even giving Pablo Cruz the count. There's no need for it, as he was simply outclassed, totally outmatched by Magsayo, who improves his record to 22 wins, undefeated still with 50 knockouts to his name. At yung president ng MP Promotions, Sean Gibbons, saying that he is hoping that with a victory, O has him at 8 and WBA has him at 10. So if you are hovering in that top 10 rankings, 1 or 2 victories should be enough to get you into title contention. See Pablo Cruz congratulating the winner. He was floored with a jab in the second round, floored with a left hook after a volley of uppercuts in the third round, and then finally floored for good with a right straight in the fourth. Coach Freddie Roach surely happy with the performance of his work. Garin, from his last fight to this fight, what were the improvements na nakita mo mula kay Magnifico Magsayo?
Well, from his last fight, makikita mo if you watched it, talagang gusto niya i-knockdown sana yung kalaban niya. Pero makikita na matibay din at palaban yung last opponent niya. But now, kahit na nanggigigil siya, I mean, hindi niya pinakita na gustong-gusto niya makapag-knockout. Well, he was very careful and very aggressive, but he was playing very smart also. Well, syempre, under Coach Freddie Roach na binibigyan siya ng advice every time.
Defense also marked improvement for Mark Magsayo. Barely touched in this 4-round fight. Masipag yung jab ni Pablo Cruz, but it barely did any sort of damage kay Magsayo as he was very good on his feet. Stayed smart, stayed patient, waited for the opening, waited for that perfect opportunity to go for the kill. And that happened in the 4th round. What a victory, a huge one for Mark Magnifico Magsayo. Now 22 wins with 15 knockouts as we have the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 48 seconds into round number 4 for your winner by knockout and still undefeated, Mark Magnifico Magsayo.
Mark Magnifico Magsayo officially your winner by a knockout in the 4th round. And that is a good start to the campaign of the Philippines here in what should be an entertaining day of boxing. Maya lamang, nalaban din the IBF champion at 115 pounds, Jerwin Angcajas. Mark Magsayo giving us a great performance as an appetizer. Bigger and brighter things